Better up there than down here. I'm starting to wonder why anyone would keep working.
You're not so scary in person.
Work, Spidey. Come on, we're moving out.
These guys aren't messing around. I'll give them this. They're persistent. Car bombs. If they go off here, it'll be a disaster.
Skinny!
Gotta get back to the action.
Dispatch car 228, we checked out the Kane Museum. Nothing happening. We talked to the lady who called. She still swears she saw Spider-Man breaking in. But that place is locked up tight. No alarms have been tripped.
Copy that, 228. She probably read one too many of Jameson's editorials.
Kane Museum. That's not far. Might as well check it out. My reputation's bad enough without getting blamed for pilfering Picassos.
Yo, I bet that's worth some bank.
Hands off. Stick to the plan. We're waiting for the spider. You set off an alarm and bring the cops. No amount of money's gonna save you from the kingpin. You dig?
They're setting a trap for me with idiots like this? Not gonna happen. Better take out the cameras, or the cops will blame this all on me. Let's see what I can do before they figure out I'm here.
Why did it have to be a museum? Museums are lame. I feel like I'm back in school.
They had field trips in reform school? Yeah, shut your mouth and do your job. The lady says museum, we go to the museum.
Lots to steal in museums. Great. I think I know who's about to cross my path.
Yeah.
Here, he's right here!
Huh? Fellas, I
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? Because she was wrong. Spider Slam! I'm still experimenting with the catchphrases. What do you think?
Impressive. Have you been working out?
Felicia, why am I not surprised?
Oh, is our relationship getting predictable? Let me see what I can do to bring the excitement back.
Just send me the dry cleaning bill. I expected better from you, Felicia.
What am I supposed to do?
Tougher to
Work
you.
retail? You don't need hot guys in skin-tight spider costumes selling shoes.
You could have hooked up with me. I mean, yeah, I meant work with me. You know, take down bad guys instead of being one.
It's my nature to break the rules, Spider. You should try it sometime. I like getting a little naughty.
But working for the Kingpin, Felicia? Organized crime? You're better than that.
Oh, you have no idea how good I am.
This ain't right. We weren't supposed to fight the spider alone. You were supposed to help us, lady.
And let that be a lesson to you fellas. Follow a woman just because you like the way she fills out a catsuit? Be disappointed every time.
That's a first. No man's ever called me disappointing before. You just haven't given me a chance, Spider.
I want to, do the right thing. But your track record isn't great. And the judges give Spidey a perfect score! Okay, the judges are just in my head, but still. Don't feel bad. You're not, all right, you're not good.
Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit.
Going to all this trouble for little old me. You must really care. Impressed yet?
When you put forth this week an effort, I kinda feel like you don't respect me.
I like watching you come into a room, but I like watching you leave even better.
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like, "Curse you, Spider-Man"? I love that one. Come to Pop.
I'm starting to think you're mad at me.
And heave! This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you.
I know I'm being fresh, but when you dress like that, what do you expect?
Did you just expect me to stand there?
I bet you would...
Are you deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of mime thing?
Have I mentioned I like to watch?
That's what I'm talking about. Don't feel bad. You're not. All right, you're not good.
Now you know how the other guy feels when you hide in the shadows.
Yeehaw! Just a little closer. Webs, do your stuff. Come to Papa. Yeehaw! Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face. Just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! It all makes sense. Fisk becomes... Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force. And the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just
Available units, please respond to a disturbing the peace situation. Suspects may
You're
be
being
armed.
paranoid. Anyway, I don't go for big girls.
got the spider!
Fellas, I got him!
Now take some time to think about what you did wrong. Did your mom tell you could be anything you want?
No fancy trick. Time to fight like men.
This is why they call me amazing. Harry probably knows more about fisting than anyone. I was really scared that someone might see me fighting you losers.
The happy faces of residents no longer afraid to walk the streets prove once again why he's called your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Can't turn my back on people in need.
Spidey, Spidey!
Who can resist that?
Spidey, you ever get hassled? Tell him to come.
Someone doesn't want me finding what's in here, but I'm incorrigibly curious.
Get him! I saw something!
It's not that you're bad at your job. Okay, it is. If this keeps up, they'll notice me. Ah! So much for fires being romantic! I learned a valuable lesson today. Kicking bad guys in the face is fun. A big win with style. It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force, and the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can... Someone went to a lot of trouble to hide this.
I see him! Help! I see him!
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit. Booyah! Shh. People work around here. They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad guys, but come on, you must know. Whoa, some of this stuff would make for awesome Spidey suits. A big win with style. It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force, and the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it.
Every day a new crisis, a new distraction. Armed lunatics take hostages in our building. Some low-level employee gets himself electrocuted on the job. I don't need this. I can't have it. The whole city's a mess. If the police can't keep order, I will. The battle armor we're developing for the military could help. I don't have the connections in local government to make it work, but I know a potential investor who does.
Harry's more likely to talk to his old pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked.
Working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe...
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Huh? Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him. Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure. But it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself. Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what—
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well...
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
Just what I wanted.
caught up with Peter Parker. We used to be pretty good friends when we were kids, and our dads were partners. I was hoping he might be able to tell me more about his father's research, but he doesn't know any more than I do. Less, actually. Based on Dad's papers, I get the impression Richard Parker went on the run because Dad wanted to weaponize his research. Typical Norman Osborn. He either ran off or killed the one guy who might have been able to save his life.
Funny how when crime's up, it's my fault. And when it's down, everyone forgets I exist. That's some serious heat. Gotta find the people quick.
We got people trapped by the flames!
Much obliged, Spider-Man.
Don't worry!
I need some help, you!
Poor Harry. I want to help him, but without the proper testing, my blood could actually make things worse. Every second counts. If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out.
Very nicely
He's
done.
in no mood to wait. I'm coming! Keep calling out!
Anyone hurt in that fire should sue Spider-Man for criminal negligence. I'll make my lawyers available, free of charge.
Now that's fun! If I give Harry my blood without testing it first, it could kill him. Or turn him into a monster like with Dr. Connors. And then who knows how many people he might hurt, or even kill.
theft currently in progress.
He's right here!
Don't feel bad. You're not... All right, you're not good. Not gonna happen.
You're all tricks. No more tricks.
Not again. Oh, snap! If you were awake, you'd be impressed.
That mask don't scare me.
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight. I was really scared that someone might see me fighting you losers.
Business owners praised Spider-Man for improvement not just in crime rates, but also in the local economy.
If this Norman Osborn lived for years with his disease, Harry's got time, even if he doesn't feel like he does. Before I give him my blood, I need to make sure it's safe. For him and everyone else. I get the feeling there's more to this place than it seems. I knocked out your tooth, but don't worry. I left it under your pillow. You always look so surprised. Help! When you put forth this week an effort, I kind of feel like you don't respect me. Et voila!
To me!
Admit it, even you're impressed.
Everyone quiet!
They're getting suspicious. This doesn't mean...
Someone is here. We have to go.
I get the feeling there's more to this place than it seems. Hey! Did that hurt? Oh wait, I just remembered, I don't care.
I have him! He got Yuri!
Nighty-night. Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? 'Cause she was wrong. This is why they call me amazing.
You are all flesh, no substance.
I'm dangerously close to blowing my cover. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Spider, come quickly!
Are you deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of mime thing? Huh. I can think of a big win with style. Poor Harry. I want to help him, but without the proper testing, my blood could actually... Those guys look awfully suspicious. I've put this off long enough. Gotta catch up to Harry and talk to him.
You came. Thank you. I'll pay whatever you want.
Mr. Osborn, wait. I've checked with scientists familiar with gene therapy, and I can't give you my blood. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll die without it.
Not right away. There's still time for more research. Every other cross-species subject has turned into a monster. I don't know why it's different from me. I'm looking into it, but...
I've paid the top minds in the field to look into it. A fortune. They don't have the answers. I'm willing to take the chance.
It's not just about you. The lizard, the other cross-species, they hurt people.
Get out.
Kill people.
Just get out.
I can't give you my blood until I know
right.
it's safe.
I can't trust anyone.
I'll find out.
I'm on my own.
Mr. Osborn,
No, just go.
Harry is really at the end of his rope. I should have noticed a long time ago, but I was busy being played for a fool by Craven. I can't believe I fell for his act. But why would he teach me his hunting techniques if he was going to betray me? I guess that's one of the things I'll have to ask him. Craven played me like a violin. I'm gonna find out why. Craven! Time for a little mentor-mentee chat. Discuss our mutual goals. Map out a 5-year plan. Explain why you're working for a human jello mold. Looks empty. But maybe I can still find some answers. Craven must know I'm after him. He left and took most of his stuff. But he didn't have time to get it all. I'm gonna go over this room with a fine-tooth comb. Gotta scan this room every way I can. Should take a closer look at this room. It's all for me. He was gonna kill me and stuff me like a trophy. All this time he's been studying me, testing me, figuring out my strengths, and how to beat them.
And how best to set a trap?
You're a fake! A coward! This is your idea of a fair hunt?
Oh no. It's only the prelude. The antidote I gave you should remove all effects of the tranquilizer. I want you at the peak of your abilities.
Stop acting like you're King Arthur. All that talk about honor. You lied to me. Betrayed me. For the Kingpin and his money.
That was incidental. I did not betray you. I truly taught you all I knew. Not just so you would eliminate the Kingpin's rivals, but to make you the worthiest possible opponent. The foe I knew you could be. My greatest hunt. Now you are ready. And now we will see who is the hunter and who is the prey.
So you used me to take out the Kingpin's rivals. What about Cassidy? I noticed you jumped in to stop him talking to me.
Cassidy was useful for a time. He sowed fear and mistrust, but he is little more than a beast. It was inevitable he would have to be removed.
Can't let him ambush me from the trees.
I can smell your fear.
You wanted me to watch Cassidy kill that... Why? So I'd kill him? So I'd feel guilty? Just because you're a sick freak?
It was a test. To see how strong you could be. If you could stomach this spilling of blood. I admit...
I'm still waiting for an explanation for your mustache.
Impossible. I studied you. You are not capable of this kind of fury. You lack a killer instinct. I make you flail around like a drunken sailor. Come get me, boy!
True. I get as angry as you do. I want to hurt my enemies just as much. The difference is, I know it's wrong. One time, I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still...
You are a word. Come get me, fool. I'm right here. Always one step behind.
Trees. Gotta find him before he springs a trap.
You've been a poor sport. And so be it. To the death!
No! That's your way. On my watch, no one dies. You should be flattered. I cared enough to give my very best.
I beg you, kill me. Give me death over defeat.
You're saying death isn't defeat? You planning on coming back as a craven zombie or something? Anyway, I won. That means I call the shots.
What are your terms?
You're a few episodes short of a season, Craven, but you've always had your own loony code of honor. So you're gonna tell me how to get to the Kingpin. The truth. Everything you know.
Very well. You have won that right. Ask, and I shall answer.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How?
The institution has lost all government funding. It now relies upon private donors, of which Fisk is the largest, now that Norman Osborn is dead.
And they just let him experiment on inmates like some kind of Dr. Chubbenstein?
They encourage it. They view the inmates as hopelessly damaged, useful only as test subjects.
I know you. You're always checking out your surroundings. You notice everything.
Yes, it's true. I met with Fisk in his building, where I took note of the locations of his cameras, weapons, and accessible points of entry. He has a Telec 4566 security system, and I know the passwords.
Well, you get a gold star. Draw me a map, and don't leave anything out.
The information I have given you will get you inside the building, but you must still face Fisk himself.
I'll distract him with cupcakes.
This is why you will lose. You underestimate him. He has fought for his life since he was a boy. If you show even a moment's weakness, he will see it and kill you.
The old killer instinct, huh? A lot of good it did you. I'm not sure if the cops can pin anything on you, but if not, take my advice and go back to Russia. Fisk doesn't seem as forgiving as I am.
City, they're sending task force guys out of town?
I heard it's about that stolen Oscorp tech. Some kind of armor they're trying to get back.
So? We need backup now. But they don't care if working stiffs like us get killed.
This is my chance to find out what the task force's real priorities are.
not used to driving that kind of truck. Why can't Tony come?
Because we're going to see the boss. And only his top guys get to know where he goes when he's not here. So shut up and do your job.
I had a feeling listening in on those guys might pay off. Now to stick to their truck and let them take me right to the fat man himself.
Tell him we've got the delivery. I'll watch the truck. You got it, boss. I have eyes on Spider-Man!
Think of it as a sticky, gooey, smelly sweater. Cozy, right? They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad guys, but come on, you must know. All the armor in the world can't fix stupid.
Spread out. Secure the area.
You got it.
I want a perimeter set up. All points of entry watched. I'm on it. I catch anyone slacking off, they'll end up padding my arrest stats.
Understood, sir.
Maintain radio contact. Check in every 5 minutes. I'll spread the word. The boss wants everyone working double shift.
I'll tell the boys.
Task Force cops working with crooks. No, who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
Huh? Got the spider! Here, he's right here!
Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit. Spider Slam! I'm still experimenting with the catchphrases. What do you think?
Got the spider!
Nothing gonna stop us now.
This is my chance to disable their armor.
But I'd work for him over
and
the
ionic
Osborn
webbing is
kid
just
any
what the
day.
doctor
That
ordered.
guy's got issues, man.
No fancy tricks, time to fight like men.
My web shooters aren't working. Ionic webbing's my best shot here. When you put forth this weak an effort, I kinda feel like you don't respect me. No way.
That's part of my job. Beating down punks like you.
It's like you're in slow motion.
Task Force cops working with crooks. No, who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
Somebody there? Bruno? Felon! I got him!
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight. Booyah! And of course the Daily Bugle never gets pictures of winning like this. I'll take that.
Got the spider!
Dispatch any friend in my area. Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like, "Curse you, Spider-Man"? I love that one. It could be worse.
You're all tricks. No more tricks.
You're not fighting.
This must be frustrating for you.
You're not so scary in person.
Are you deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like some sort of mime thing?
That mask don't scare me. Are you just a scrawny kid?
Not today. Task Force cops working with crooks. No. Who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
I see. He's right here.
This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you. Man, I was in the zone. Hey,
I got him!
No fancy tricks, time to fight like men.
Please, no applause. Okay, just a little.
Running away already?
You're starting to get predictable.
I'll take you on anything.
Sure, my ionic web weakens metal, but it makes... Webs, do your stuff. Come to pop. Ionic web is my best shot here, but it doesn't make him any faster.
Trespassing. Assault on police officers. You've been busy, Spider-Man. Care to add more crimes to the list?
I'll take you on any day. Mono a mono. Skinny, ain't you? Whoa!
Yeah! Why can't they all...
It really is so hard to get good help these days.
I don't care what beef you had with a guy in your...
I like hurting people. Let me show you.
And heave!
You're all...
Not this time, pal. Looks to me like the elite task force wasn't all that elite.
I'm sure you're quite pleased with yourself, but the night is young. You're a fool, Spider-Man, if you think those lackeys were meant to do anything more than delay you.
I see him!
Get ready to die, Spider-Man.
Yo, over here!
Police brutality? You don't know
know the meaning of the... Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight. Spider Slam! I'm still experimenting with the catchphrases. What do you think?
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Lousy time for my web shooters to stop working. That armor's too big an advantage. I need to equalize things with ionic webbing. I'm gonna beat you. When you put forth this... Task Force cops working with crooks. No, who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
What?
Huh? Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, you're all hatting.
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like, "Curse you, Spider-Man"? I love that one. And the judges give Spidey a perfect score! Okay, the judges are just in my head. But still.
Man, this armor's sweet.
Yeah, the Kingpin's scary, but I'd work for him over the Osborn kid any day. That guy's got issues.
This is my chance to disable their armor. And ionic webbing is just what the doctor ordered.
I love getting paid to beat punks like you.
Just a little closer. Out of tricks, are we?
No fancy tricks, time to fight like men.
I learned a valuable lesson today. Kicking bad guy... Armor might look cool, but it doesn't make them any faster.
Trespassing, assault on police officers. You've been busy, Spider-Man. Can you add more crimes to the list?
Yeehaw! Yeah!
It really is so hard to get good
I
help
don't care what
these
beef you
days.
had with a guy in your old crew. There's no more Russians, no more Italians or Yakuza. We all work for the Kingpin now, got it?
Come on, what's the Spider gonna do? Messes with us. He just gives us an excuse to bust him for assaulting an officer.
Ionic webbing's my best shot here.
You're just some skinny kid. You're going down hard, pal.
Oh, snap! If you were awake, you'd be impressed.
You're not fighting purse snatchers now.
This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you.
This is gonna hurt. Bad.
Just a little closer.
You're a fool, Spider-Man. You think those lackeys were meant to do anything more than delay you?
I fought tougher than you.
Looks to me like the elite task force wasn't all that elite.
I'm sure you're quite pleased with yourself, but the night is young.
The Spider! Form on me!
Don't feel bad.
Best part of my job? Beating down punks like you.
I'll lead.
Got the Spider!
I'm gonna beat you senseless, and it'll be perfectly legal. Police brutality? You don't know the meaning yet.
Over here!
Here, he's right here! You're not fighting purse snatchers now.
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight.
Best part of my job?
Ooh, so close, yet so far. Come on, this is a joke, right? Am I on TV?
I'm gonna beat you senseless.
This is why they call me amazing. The armor's only as good as the guy inside. And those guys? Yeah, not good.
Please, Spider-Man, beat up some more police officers. It'll make wonderful news footage.
I took a few too many shots that time.
Do you know how much you cost me? But the bill is coming due, Spider-Man!
Oh, yeah. Hey, pay attention! I'm not gonna do this again for your benefit. Spider Slam! I'm still experimenting with the catchphrases. What do you think?
I suppose when you live such a sad little life, you can't help but cling to small things.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy being unconscious. They're so cute when they're asleep.
I'm not sure about the Kingpin.
That armor's too big an advantage. I need to equalize things with ionic webbing.
They're all tricks. No more tricks.
Oh, snap! If you were awake, you'd be impressed.
Kitty. Yo, over here!
Whatever those guys get paid, it's too much.
I'm rapidly losing patience with you, insect.
Spidey dance party! Well, more of a seismic blast, really.
Skinny, ain't you? Oh, you're all hat, no cat. You're all tricks. No more tricks.
Et voila!
Skinny, ain't you? Huh? What's that? Bam! There he is!
Shh! People work around here.
Fellas, I got him!
They say bad guys don't think of themselves as bad guys, but come on, you must know. Webs, do your stuff.
Dispatch, I have possible movement.
This is why they call me amazing. This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you. Give me robots any day. These robots don't talk your ear off.
I may have to take a direct hand in this sordid matter.
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like,
Curse you, Spider-Man!
I love that one. Why can't they all be like that?
Yo, over here!
Sometimes I even impress myself. No more games, Buffalo Butt. Just you and me. What, no elevator music? This guy's cheaper than Jameson. Smells like sweaty fat guys and burritos in here. No offense to burritos. Well, if it isn't the Kingpin. Catchy name, but I have to say, you look more like a bowling ball than a pin. Or maybe a beach ball?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm impressed. You take control of crime in New York right under everybody's nose. The whole city knows you're crooked, and everyone still kisses your tuchus. Which must take what, like a week? A lot of ground to cover is what I'm saying.
The only criminal I see is the masked man guilty of breaking and entering into my private building. A violent vigilante. The Daily Bugle has branded a menace.
Fine, play it like that. But one way or another, you're going down.
And now you've threatened me. I dare say Jonah Jameson will praise me as a hero after I kill you. In self-defense, of course.
You set Cletus Cassidy loose on the city. Not just to wipe out your rivals, but to scare people. To make things so bad, when you took over, it'd look like you fixed it.
And who else is gonna fix things, huh? You? Running around in a costume, acting out some adolescent power fantasy? I live in the real world, Spider-Man.
You're so fat, when you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell, "Taxi!"
This is what happens when a boy faces a man.
You're so fat, you're the same lying down.
Come down here immediately! You expect me to fight him myself? People don't expect a crime-free utopia. They want a world that makes sense. Where if you stay out of bad neighborhoods, you don't get hurt. They want order.
You're wrong. People want justice. They want to know that if they work hard and play by the rules, the same rules everyone else has to follow, they'll be okay.
What an amusing world you live in, boy.
You set Cletus Cassidy loose on the city. Not just to wipe out your rivals, but to scare people. To make things so bad, when you took over, it'd look like you fixed it.
And who else is gonna fix things, huh? You? Running around in a costume, acting out some adolescent power fantasy? I live in the real world, Spider-Man.
Spidey dance party! Well, more of a seismic blast, really. You are so fat. When you cut yourself shaving, marshmallow.
Come down here immediately! You expect me to fight him myself? People don't expect a crime-free utopia. They want a world that makes sense. Where if you stay out of bad neighborhoods, you don't get hurt. They want order.
You're wrong! People want justice. They want to know that if they work hard and play by the rules, the same rules everyone else has to follow, they'll be okay.
What an amusing world you live in, boy. I'll make an example of you.
This is gonna hurt. Bad.
It's like a bouncy house, am I right? You're so fat, when you go camping, the bears hide their food. Booyah! You're so fat, you're the same height lying down. This'll shake you up. Okay, I'm sorry. That was corny.
You brought this on yourself.
You're so fat, your high school yearbook photo was taken from a helicopter. No? Spidey doesn't play favorites. Neither does the seismic blast. You're so fat, when you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell,
"What do I pay you for? Get down here!" What people want is men like me to make the hard choices. To make the wheels of the world turn so they can work their jobs and live their small lives and get a cookie at the end of the day. Knowing that someone strong is in charge.
Hey man, I get it. You were a bullied fat kid and now you want to get even. You want to start a software company? Be my guest. But when you start hurting people, when you turn into the bully yourself, I'm gonna shut you down.
How dare you? You know nothing about me. Nothing about my life. You have no idea what I've done to survive.
So talk to me. Let's hear it. You hired Craven, Cletus Cassidy? You're so proud of it. Tell me what you did. Okay, ionic webbing. Let's redecorate.
Police brutality?
When you put forth this week in effort, I kind of feel like you don't respect me. You're so fat, your high school yearbook photo was taken from a helicopter. No? Ooh, tough room. Spidey dance party. Well, more of a seismic blast, really. You're so fat, when you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell, "Taxi!"
You're a fool!
You're so fat I could have you arrested for 10 pounds of crack. By which I mean butt. This'll shake you up. Okay, I'm sorry. That was corny. You're so fat your high school yearbook photo was taken from a helicopter. No? You're so fat I could have you arrested for 10 pounds of crack. By which I mean butt crack. Zing! Just to be clear.
I'm not a fool, Spider-Man. I've admitted no wrongdoing, broken no laws, There's no evidence against me.
I have proof you paid Craven.
No, my task force did. As a security consultant. I am shocked and horrified to hear he's done anything improper. If indeed he has. He was hired for his legendary skills and a strong code of conduct that would never allow him to betray a client.
Craven might not give you up, but Cassidy will.
A lunatic like that? Oh, come now. His word can hardly be believed. And besides, a man would have to be a fool to deal with someone of his ilk directly. I assure you, I am no fool. I'm afraid, Spider-Man, that you are the only criminal here.
Yeah? We'll see.
This is not an action film, boy. Just because you're young does not mean you can hack my security and gain access to my personal... How are you doing that?
Huh. Now who's underestimated who?
Stop that! I demand you stop...
All units. Max Dillon has escaped custody and is at large in Sector 4.
What did you do?
I have no idea what you mean. Thank you for showing me my areas of vulnerability. I assure you, they will be gone when you return.
He's using those generators to make an energy shield. Gotta take him out. Looks like Times Square is getting it worst.
I don't have time to waste on you, insect. That won't help you. I've got more than enough power to burn you to ash. No one cares. Well, I'll make them care. Get out of here, Spider, before you get squashed.
I can't get through that energy field. Looks like he's drawing the power for it from generators.
Nearly you. You should feel lucky you're on the other side. Just like a bug. You head for the light even when you know they'll kill you. You can't get to me! Hey, Spider-Man! If you have any sense, you'll run for your life!
If I don't wreck those generators, I'm not getting anywhere near Times Square.
Get out of here, Spider-Man! You get swapped! I don't have time to waste on you, insect!
Can't get through that energy field. Looks like he's drawing the power from the generators.
Stop you now! You'll die! I won't let you leave me in the dark! Never again!
So much for the force field. Now I can get over there. I recognize that guy. What happened to him?
I warned you to stay away. Now it's too late.
There's something familiar about you. Max Dillon?
You don't even remember. You said I was your eyes and ears. Said we were partners.
I remember now. I did say that, and I meant it.
Liar! You abandoned me! Left me in that place. Let them hurt me. All alone in the dark.
Max, I don't know what happened to you. I can see you're in pain, but I can't help you unless you let me.
You know pain. I lived my whole life in darkness.
There's bad people everywhere, Max. I'm sorry for what they did to you. But that doesn't give you an excuse to be one of them. For a guy full of electricity, you're pretty dim.
I'll show you what it's like to be hurt!
At first I felt kind of bad for you. Now not so much. Whatever happened to you, it's affected your mind. But there are people who can help. Places you can go.
No! That's what those doctors did, and all they did was hurt me! Never again! All I wanted was for people to notice me! Well, they'll notice now! I'll light the night while they huddle in the shadows!
You've got some serious self-esteem issues, don't you?
I won't let you do this! I won't let you lock me up in Ravencroft again!
Ravencroft? Max, I just found out what they're doing there. Stop fighting them. Tell the police what they're up to. We can bring them down together.
Oh, not again! You won't betray me again!
Listen, I know we're fighting, but could you recharge my phone?
I'd rather die than go back!
No, really, how do you play video games? Is it like constant...
I'll kill you before I let them take me again!
For a guy full of electricity... My web shooters really don't like electricity.
Everyone wants to hurt me? I'll hurt them first!
My web shooters are on the fritz.
No! It's all getting dark!
Hard not to feel sorry for the guy. He was a victim. And if what he said about Ravencroft is true, I've got to shut that place down. Oscorp's one of their big donors. Maybe Harry can help.
Yeah.
Mr. Osborn, you were right. Fisk is buying up Oscorp stock for a hostile takeover. But as long as you're here, I'm confident we can stop it.
Right. As long as I'm here.
I have it, sir. Richard Parker's spider venom formula. But every time it's been used, there have been serious side effects.
More serious than death? I'll take my chances. Now get out!
Dr. Kafka, is that supposed to happen?
No. I'll shut it down.
Attention all task force officers. Given the growing threat posed by the masked vigilante called Spider-Man, we are cleared to escalate Phase 3 of the Suppression Initiative. Be advised, there is no Phase 4. This ends now.
All units, be advised we have reports of rogue elements of the task force installing unknown devices, possibly dangerous, in populated areas. Proceed with extreme caution.
There could be mass casualties if I don't find those bombs right away.
We have a suspicious device in Midtown East. All units, evacuate the area.
Web shooters are down. Either you're with the guys setting bombs, or you're stopping me from getting to them. Either way, we have a problem. What? Quit fighting like that. I'm supposed to be the funny one. Honestly, that's an improvement on what you were wearing. I call this the seismic blast. You can call it lights out.
Police brutality? I don't know the meaning.
These guys have lost their minds. I've got to stop those bombs.
Best part of my job? Beating down punks.
Let's see how you do hand-to-hand.
gotta move faster. This belongs at the bottom of the river. That was close.
I need a bomb squad unit to investigate a reported explosive device. Evacuation is in progress.
We should breakdance fight instead. Oh, you should see me do the worm.
I like hurting people. Let me show you.
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did.
I love getting paid to beat punks like you. Oh, this is gonna hurt bad. Anyone else hear that?
Come on, you're not taking this seriously. Or are you really that slow?
No more fancy stuff. Here he is.
All mine. Gotta get to the river, fast! Okay, Dynamite. You can go boom now.
We have a suspicious device in Midtown East. All units, evacuate the area.
That's a great way to fall on my tuchus. No time to lose. Ooh, pretty. Can we all just admit this whole task force thing was a terrible idea? One, please. guys are either renegades or idiots. If you're just stupid, I'll apologize later. Gotta get to the river, fast! Hustle it up, Spidey. Okay, Dynamite. You can go boom now. No one plants bombs in my city. No one!
All available units, respond to the Oscorp building. Set up a perimeter and assist in evacuation. We have reports of hostiles on the premises, armed and dangerous.
Not again. Gotta get over there fast. I'd love to know what those two want. Just what I always wanted. Whoa. Oscorp looks like a bomb went off. Or a bunch of them. I need to find out who did it. I'm not sure they can't do it again. Great. Listen, I know you task force guys think I'm the second coming of Al Capone, but there's a bigger threat right now.
The Goblin gave us this armor after he sprung us from Ravencroft. We work for him, and he wants you alive or dead. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna go with option 2.
Another one? Listen, guys, I know crazy doesn't need a reason, but I've never met this goblin you keep talking about.
Well, the boss knows you, and he's paying us to bring you to him. In pieces, if that's what it takes. Yeah. I love getting paid to beat punks like you.
The great thing about a bomb is your aim doesn't have to be perfect.
Let's see how you do hand-to-hand.
That's the same kind of Oscorp tech the task force uses. Where'd you get it? What did you do to Harry Osborn?
That's what you did to him you should worry about. And what he's gonna do to you.
Okay, listen up, minion number 4. I want answers. Your pals made it sound like Harry Osborn is this goblin person. But he'd never do that to his own company.
I guess you don't know the boss as well as you thought. But chew on this. If he'd do that to Oscorp, what would he do to you? Let's see how you do hand-to-hand. Got the spider!
Whoa. Oscorp looks like a bomb went off. Another one? Listen, guys, I know crazy doesn't need a reason, but I've never met this goblin you keep talking about.
Well, the boss knows you, and he's paying us to bring you to him, in pieces, if that's what it takes. I love getting paid to beat punks like you. This is gonna hurt. Bad. I like hurting people. Let me show you.
Have a bomb!
the hero of his own story. But come on, I'm the hero of this one.
I'm having fun. You having fun?
No offense.
Great thing about a bomb is you ain't have to be perfect.
Whoa. Oscorp, look. Another one? Listen, guys, I know crazy doesn't need a reason, but I've never met this goblin you keep talking about.
Well, the boss knows you, and he's paying us to bring you to him, in pieces. If that's what it takes.
You're just some... You're going down hard. I'm gonna need you set. This is perfectly legal. You're not fighting now.
I still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for